with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
13 yards remaining on second down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing, Mayfield, and that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And 10.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
At their own 20-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A gain of 14.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down.
From the gun, Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he loses the football a second time. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Browns nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier. Terrell Suggs brought him down. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Let's go. Let's go.
And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Mayfield on play action. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Yeah, he was looking for the check up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
With the score, Ravens 14, Browns nothing.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 26. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 53 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
On second down now, it's Hunt. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
The ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Browns on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. And he completes it to Hunt. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillendown as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Now Brown. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
57, Mike 57. I got you.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up fourth. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On second down, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching. instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He finds Beckham complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
47-yard line.
Mayfield on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 40.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sheldon Richardson.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 10.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Ingram, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Malik Harrison in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run with Hunt. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Mayfield to throw it. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And he's got room. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Ravens 27. Browns nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 30.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And a Raven 1st down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 8. Ingram again. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Ingram, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this carries into the end zone. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matt Judon able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
It's caught. Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Tyus Bowser. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Matt Judon able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he's going to go down again. Matt Judon. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
2nd and 7.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
On 1st down, Ingram. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It leads to 2nd down.
Second and 11.
Everyone got 4 down. 57 the Mike. 57 the Mike. Watch twist.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Landry, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Ravens, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it and go. With a slip on, spin move, and zone. Go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a slip on, spin move, and zone. Go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft. Watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave a